Hello, and welcome to another edition of All or Not According to Jack with your host, Jack Toledano. So I know a couple of people reached out to me yesterday, and to get to that topic, I'm going to need to do a background change. So let's go to it. Before I even get into my topic, as soon as you will know once you see. There you go. New York Mets. So Sunday night, and some people started to reach out to me already. Uh, the news was that Juan Soto signed with the Mets. I mean, crazy, crazy, stupid money. 15 years, 765 million. That's money that, and you know what? I'm going to have to do the division here. I'm going to do it right in my spreadsheet as we speak. That's Jesus. That uh, 765 divided by 15 gives you 51 freaking million average a year. Granted, uh, Juan Soto has an opt out at the end of the year, so there you have. I'm sorry. At the end of 5 years, he has an opt out. So, but people want to know from me, what do I think? Do I think it's a good move? Do I think it's a bad move? Am I for it? Am I against it? Well, uh, there's a couple schools of thought. Well, first of all, and I think you know, I am the proud owner of this postseason hat. Uh, You want to know something? The Mets make it to the postseason on an average. I've averaged it out every 6 years, just about. Uh, you know what? It was a really nice run. I have to tell you, I got spoiled. I want more. I want to see them get to the postseason more often. You know what? They didn't just make it, they made it far. They made it fun. They kept us on the edge of our seats. Uh, I didn't till the practically the last day of the season. We didn't even know if they were going to get in, but they won a very big win in Atlanta just to get in. Then a very big win in the deciding game just to get past the Milwaukee Brewers. That wasn't easy. You know, for all that they want to toot their horn about how great their city is, and Saquon Barkley's gonna rush for all these goddamn yards in Philadelphia, but these guys took care of business. We sent the Phillies to an early golf outing. Good for you, Mets. 3 games to 1. We advanced. Dodgers were just a little too much for us, but who knows? Maybe now we have the star. Maybe now we have we might have the star power to match. You you have what the heck's his name? Uh, the Japanese player. I'm gonna have to pause and Shohei Ohtani. That's it. Had to pause and get that name. So Dodgers have Shohei Ohtani and his, I don't know what, 65, 70 million, but it's mostly deferred money, and they will be paying him long after I'm pushing up daisies in my grave. I mean, you know what? These salaries are just out of hand. But now we have Juan Soto. Uh, I'm hoping that there's a chance the Mets might still be able to re-sign Pete Alonso. And at first, you know what? Didn't know if it was such a great idea to re-sign Alonso, but you know what? He saved our freaking postseason. Thanks to Mr. Alonso, we got to advance past the Milwaukee Brewers. That is phenomenal. There, you cannot overlook that. For him to give that to us, you know, disperse him and Mr. Soto in different parts of the lineup, for that firepower. Uh, you know, plus Plus we have, oh man, I've got a case of the old Francisco Lindor. That's it. Uh, so I'm glad I got his name because we are going to talk about him in a minute. So now you got three bona fide stars on this. Well, hopefully, if they resign Pete Alonso, they are going to need to, have a top flight starter. Hopefully that, Mr. Steve Cohen is still working on that. But I'm hoping that we get back to the postseason because you know what? There is nothing like City Field or slash Shea Stadium when the Mets make it to the postseason. It is fun as hell. I think the Yankees fans are a little spoiled. The Braves fans are a little spoiled because they make it every year. At least when we make it, most of the time we made it count like we did this year. We got to game 6 of the NLCS, so let's hope we get even further than that next year. But so the question is, what do I think about it? Uh, there were people, you're going to have your pundits, you're going to have your people who say, oh, that's too much money. Um, People aren't going to be able to afford to buy tickets anymore and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. If we didn't put forth the effort to get Juan Soto, there would be people that would have bitched and complained, just like real Muto. We didn't pony up the money, so the Phillies grabbed him, top flight catcher. Uh, Now, it this time we ponied up the money for Juan Soto. There are going to be people that say that, you know what? Why did you spend so much money? Well, you know what? If we didn't spend the money, somebody else would have. I mean, look at Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod. The Mets didn't pony up the money for him. So, no harm, no foul. The Texas Rangers instead ponied up the money. So, you know what? Uh, it's all about supply and demand. So, uh, in signing A-Rod at the time, they drove up the cost of salaries anyway. So even if the Mets didn't do it, somebody else would have. If the Mets didn't sign Juan Soto, the Yankees probably would have re-signed him. But it had to be done. So I applaud you, Steve Cohen, for having the commitment to winning. Uh, I think you've got it in your blood now. You saw what it's like firsthand to that excitement of the Mets making the postseason. I hope it is now, how would you say, uh, it's a disease now. It's an addiction. You want to make it to next year. I want to make it next year. All Mets fans want to be able to buy these souvenirs every year that say postseason. Um, Friend of mine, a good buddy of mine, John Lass, who's probably watching this, he texted me yesterday morning. He said, "Oh, welcome to Citi Field, home of the $60 Shake Shack burger." You know what? Granted, it might happen. I wasn't too happy about the fact that they were charging $40 for parking. Uh, then I discovered it was on the weekends. Midweek parking, I think it was still $25. Uh, Mr. Davey Cretin and I did go to a midweek game this season. Had a fun time doing it. I think I paid, was it 20 for parking on a Tuesday night? Okay. I'll go to more midweek games, which you know what? I prefer going to the less crowded games anyway. Um, that's that. I am happy. Uh, let's, I want to build this team. You know what? I'm not a proponent you know, of spending a shit ton of money, but you know what? As long as the Dodgers did it and they won a World Series, why the hell not us? You know, The Phillies spent the money. The Yankees spent the money. The Red Sox have shown that they're willing to spend the money. The Texas Rangers have spent the money. You know what? But the Chicago Cubs have proven that they're willing to spend the money. So why the hell not us? Uh, this is Jack Toledano. Speaking for all or none, according to Jack, yes, I am happy. And yes, I say, let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Talk soon. All or none, according to Jack. Bye.